We're still in our series of schools here in town. This week we're going to handle a couple of middle schools. Is it middle school or is it junior high? When did it change? Anyway, let's take a look. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel Shabilsky, a realtor here in Bakersfield with Bakersfield Real Estate Group and Agent Core Realty. I am your local expert and a local realtor. Talking about greatschools.org is where I got a lot of my information. There are a gob of different websites for you to do some homework on what schools would work best for you and your family. But where I got my information is greatschools.org, and I will put the link down below. I'm not sure when it changed from middle school to junior high or from junior high to middle school, but anyway, it's middle, right in the middle. But I have a couple that we're going to talk about this week. Another school we're going to cruise by is Fruitvale Junior High. This is just a 7th and 8th grade campus. The student-teacher ratio is 24 kids to 1 teacher. And it's rated an 8 out of 10 on greatschools.org. And one more middle school we're going to handle this week is going to be the Norris Middle School. The student-teacher ratio at Norris is 26 to 1. And it's rated a 7 out of 10 on greatschools.org. Now, I have talked before about how many different sites there are to get the information about all of the different schools that you may or may not be interested in. Greatschools.org breaks down test scores and demographics and teacher-student ratios and how they do in algebra and how they do in all of these different breakdowns. But just the generic how they rate is what I'm talking about, because you can get really onto a rabbit hole figuring out if that's the right school for you. There's a ton of metrics for you to look at. And I am continuing on in this series of Back to School, where there are other videos that you can watch for the elementary school. And then as we go forward, we're going to continue with the high school, and we'll move on to private school and some of the charter options and homeschooling options here in town. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. I'll see you next week. The student t-shirt, t-shirt. The student-teacher ratio, student-teacher ratio, student-teacher ratio, student-teacher ratio.